The movie's about sort of a long-standing conflict between two different species, the trolls and the Bergens. And the Bergens are bigger and they like to eat trolls. And they've kind of been abusing these trolls for years. And finally the trolls escape. And the trolls live peacefully for a long time, and then the Bergens rediscover them, and one of them gets captured, and the other friends go to get the captured one. My character is kind of a servant, Bergen, and she ends up helping the trolls survive. Bridget's a really sweet, kind of guileless character. She works for the main chef to the king, and the main chef is very mean and cruel, and kind of kicks Bridget around, really bosses her around, and is kind of a little bit abusive toward her. And Bridget has a big crush on the king. She's in love with him, and that's her kind of main motivation. She has this kind of like spark of love and happiness inside her that none of the other Bergens have, but she's a little kind of, scullery maid. Bridget helps the trolls. Basically, there's a kind of an agreement. Poppy, who's one of the main trolls, offers to help Bridget win the king over by, dressing her up and making her into this more sophisticated lady named Lady Glitter Sparkles. It's kind of like a little Cinderella-esque micro story within the broader story. Bridget and King Gristle meet officially when she's dressed up as Lady Glitter Sparkles, and he believes that she's the sophisticated lady, and he falls in love with her, and they go on a roller skating date and eat pizza and connect on a lot of things. But then she has to leave right away because, she's pretending to be somebody that she's not. I just thought about like what her voice would sound like, because it wasn't. Sometimes you do, an animated thing and you kind of sound like yourself. Well, this was very different, and I don't really sound like myself. So we really played a lot in the room, and I just thought a lot about it, beforehand. We experimented a lot with where Bridget, like how Bridget's voice sounds, and then how Lady Glitter Sparkle's voice sounds, like how it changes when she's trying to appear more sophisticated, and how much of a change that was. And we kind of went kind of far and then dialed it back, and then found a really good, happy medium. Mike and Wall are so amazing, such great directors. It was great to work with them because they really, even though I wasn't getting to work with the other actors when I was recording my voice parts, they're the types of directors that can kind of create the world for you without, me having to have the other actors there, and they'd kind of switch off, reading the parts, and they really allowed me to also explore the character and really find the character's voice, because some people might just say, just do your own voice, or they really let me play with it. So I'm so grateful to them. Music makes everyone happy. I think most people happy. And I think that's part of the, the trolls, like, key to their happiness. And I think kind of when the Bergens start joining in on that, that's when they're finding their own happiness. It was so great working with Justin. He was such a supportive producer, and had, he also is a great actor, so he was really able to have a perfect mix of being able to guide, the vocal performance from both a musical and a dramatic perspective. And I really think that he there were things that I did that were out of my comfort zone, like the rap and I'm Coming Out. And he definitely was able to coax something out of me that was way out of my comfort zone, and by the end it was something really fun and cool. So I really thought he was an amazing producer and person to work with.
Hey, so did you like that video? Now, I've got an interesting fact for you. Did you know that The Dark Knight made more money in its first 6 days in the US than Batman Begins made in its entire domestic run? Now, for this and more movie facts, click on more videos or click on the playlist for more trailers.